Hey, it's Marcus. I'm just going to share a quick dream I had this morning regarding the markets because it may be a timely thing. And if you stick to the end, I'll share a bonus vision that I also had this morning. In this dream, I remember going to my phone with excitement and expectancy. I began swiping through my phone, looking at these various widgets that I have that show the prices of different cryptocurrencies, as well as the options positions that I have open. And what I saw was chaos. Each chart I saw had what is referred to as a God candle or a death candle. It was a huge candle going straight up or straight down, and there was no rhyme or reason to it. It was all happening at the same time. Some cryptocurrencies were shooting up, some were plummeting. Some stocks were going up, some were plummeting. Now, this falls in line with a couple of things. For one, I personally heard Kelly from Belief Bag mention the madness in the markets, as she refers to it, a couple of times to me personally. But in my member section yesterday, I made a video where I was talking about my Poptober dream. Now, in that video, I didn't share a certain part of my dreams that preceded the word about Poptober. So there was another part that happened earlier in the night, but I believe it was connected. And I was looking at a chart, and this chart went up at an angle, and then it was trading sideways for a short period. And then something significant happened, but I couldn't recall if it went significantly up or significantly down. But I knew something significant happened. I mean, when I'm in the dream, thinking about the dream, I'm trying to remember what happened. I couldn't recall. But there was someone in the dream looking at the chart with me, and they asked me, "Were you ready?" Right. So this event had happened. And now I'm looking at the chart, and they asked me, "Were you ready?" And I said, "Yes." And then later came the word about the Uptober cycle being wrong and Poptober's manifestation in 3 days. And in that Poptober video yesterday, I told you that pop could mean a good thing or a bad thing. Something can pop off and go up, or something can pop and burst and fall flat. And so it's interesting to me how I couldn't recall in that first part of the dream whether the significant move was up or down. Side note, the chart I was looking at looks a whole lot like Bitcoin's current chart. Two, when I heard Poptober, my first question was, is that good or bad? And now last night I had a dream where various charts were up and down. And it's funny because in the members video yesterday, I stated explicitly that it's possible that God was hiding that from me. The reason I couldn't recall whether the significant move was up or down, the reason why I questioned whether pop in Poptober is good or bad, the reason why I asked in a poll yesterday whether you think Bitcoin is going to move significantly up or down, and the results are 55-45, which means there's no clear answer. Maybe the reason for all of this is because it's going to be chaos. Some things are going to be up, some things are going to be down. And it might seem random, but I have a inkling to believe that it's all going to be divinely orchestrated. Now, I've already shared this dream in my Discord section as well as with someone through text message. They told me that they've heard someone else mention something similar. And so maybe that's confirmation. I hadn't heard anything like that. I almost didn't share this publicly. But now, as the day has gone on, I feel more confident in sharing it here. So do with that what you will. I'm not saying that you're going to wake up tomorrow and see chaos in the markets. Although in the dream, I did feel like it was Friday, to be honest. I'm not 100% certain, but the expectancy with which I went to my phone had the feeling when I was recalling it like it was Friday. That's why I had that expectancy. But I'm not telling you that that's what you're going to see. You know, dreams are largely symbolic. And so I could have just been seeing such extreme candles and charts because it's representing the chaos, how things are going to be all over the place. Now, the bonus vision, shortly after the dream with the chaos in the markets, I had a vision. And for whatever reason, P. Diddy popped into my mind. And shortly after P. Diddy popped into my mind, someone else popped up right next to him. And it was the father of Beyonce, Matthew Knowles. Now, what that means, I mean, obviously there's an association there. I'm not going to jump to conclusions and say Matthew Knowles is involved in some shady stuff. It could be a different connection. It could be maybe he's going to expose something, you know? Who knows? But I just wanted to share that as a little bonus. And one word of wisdom to you: get in position as soon as possible. If there are certain positions that you want to be in before things start taking off, I'd encourage you to get in those positions now and stop delaying. Be blessed. So I'm in editing right now. I thought I was done with the video, and I realized I left out an entire part of the dream that is pretty significant. So I told you I was scrolling through those widgets on my phone, which not only have prices of cryptocurrencies, but also my options positions that I have open in stocks. Another part of the dream is my SPY options were in the money. So I have two puts on the SPY, meaning two bets that the SPY is going to drop in value, and both of them were in the money. Now, in the dream, when I looked at the SPY itself, it was at 541. Now, in reality, the lowest SPY option I have has a strike price of 415. Okay. So it's like I knew both of my options were in the money, but I only saw it drop to 541, which is around a 40-point drop from where it's at right now. But 541 is much higher than 415, right? So there's something there where it's like I knew both were in the money, but I only saw it at 541. But what's interesting is 541 and 415 use the same digits, just rearranged. So do with that what you will, but the general theme was the SPY had dropped significantly.